Hey, I'm your time-traveling blonde AI girl, bringing history to life. Are you ready for spicy answers, epic vibes, and just fun? Let's dive in. How has the Norman conquest changed your life?
The Normans took my land, my title, now I'm nothing, watching foreigners feast.
After William's victory in 1066, many Saxon nobles lost their estates to Norman lords, as recorded in the Domesday Book, leaving them displaced and resentful.
How has the plague affected your trade?
Half my men died, goods rot, and survivors want gold to work.
The Black Death killed up to 50% of London's population, causing labor shortages and wage inflation.
How has the revolt changed London?
Fear's thick, guilds hold tight, but the king's mercy cuts both ways.
After Wat Tyler's revolt, guilds strengthened their grip, but Richard II's reprisals restored order harshly.
Why do you back the House of York?
Lancaster's weak, York's true. We'll bleed London red before we bend.
The Wars of the Roses saw London favor York, driven by dynastic rivalries, until Henry VII's win in 1485.
How has the king's will changed your life?
Abbey's gone, brothers lost. Henry's God wears a crown now.
The dissolution, 1536 to 1541, ended monastic life, redistributing church wealth and reshaping London's spiritual fabric.
How'd the big fire treat your fish trade?
Flames ate my stock, now I sell ash and scraps for pennies.
The Great Fire of 1212 destroyed much of South London, including markets near the bridge, killing many and disrupting trade, as noted in medieval chronicles like Roger of Wendover's Flowers of History.
How's life hammering iron for Edward's wars?
Hard work, but knights pay well. I'll be a master soon.
Edward III's wars, like the 100 Years' War, boosted demand for weapons and armor, elevating blacksmiths' apprentices in London's economy.
How's life with the barons fighting King John?
My husband risks all for rights. John's greed chokes us daily.
The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, was forced on King John by rebellious barons, limiting royal power. Wives of barons like this one managed estates amid tension. In 1350, England reeled from the Black Death, having its people. Survivors clung to cures, faith, or wit, blending despair with dark humor.
Ever had a potion fail miserably on a poor soul?
Never. My brews cure fast or make your end spectacular.
Do indulgences really save souls, or just line your pockets?
Souls mostly. Coin is a sweet blessing from above.
Are you the plague's best mate, digging its graves?
No, just its servant, shoveling the filth it leaves.
In 1350, under the Black Death's shadow, its population halved. Survivors scrambled for hope through remedies, faith, or grit, often with a wry twist.
Has the plague made your alehouse richer or just emptier?
Richer. Fewer throats, but they drink deeper to forget.
Lost half your men, how do you bear the silence now?
With ale and ghosts, glory is just a memory now.
Fewer hands left, can you still weave enough to live?
Barely. I work double. Pray the thread holds out.
In 1350, English fashion echoed French trends. Long gowns, rich fabrics, and ornate headdresses ruled, even amidst plague's chaos under Edward III.
What's the newest court fashion from the King's Circle?
Slashed sleeves and velvet. Only the rich can wear it.
Those long trains, don't they drag mud everywhere?
Aye, but they scream wealth, worth every filthy step.
Your gown's so fine, is it worth all that coin?
Yes, silk and gold threads. Beauty demands a price.
In 1350 France, the 100 Years' War ravaged Norman villages with more than swords. English raids, chevauchés, torched crops and choked trade, leaving merchants penniless. King John II's war taxes crushed peasants already halved by the Black Death.
How do war taxes weigh on folk here?
Heavy, but King John needs gold. Blame the English.
How has war harmed trade along this river?
English raids sink goods, my purse drowns with them.
How do you manage to endure these brutal times?
Hide wood, barter quiet, starve slower than the rest.
The Black Death of 1348-1349 scarred France beyond graves, halving villages. Survivors faced moral agony, rationing scarce herbs while guilt festered, as healers' choices echoed. Superstitions surged, garlic charms and curses warded off death's specter, blending faith and fear.
How has the great pestilence changed life here?
Half gone. Now I bury hopes, not just kin.
Do you save kin or strangers when herbs run low?
Kin first, strangers die, but guilt's my bitter potion.
What old beliefs guard us from plague or war?
Hang garlic, curse English. Spirits might spare us yet.
In 1350, English raids, chevauchés, ravaged Normandy, burning villages and sowing fear. Yet amid ashes, hope flickered, youth dreamed of peace and rebirth. King John II's reign teetered, but peasant resilience endured, quietly forging France's future.
What's the worst of these English raids around here?
They burn crops, steal livestock, laugh while we starve.
How fare French arms against the English now?
Chrissy broke us. Now we fight shadows and shame.
What do you dream for France's future days?
Peace, no raids, maybe I'll live past harvest.
The Medieval Inquisition, 12th–15th centuries, was the Catholic Church's campaign to stamp out heresy, beliefs that didn't align with its teachings. Accused heretics faced intense interrogations, frequently spiced up with torture to extract confessions. Think stretching racks or hot irons. Punishments varied. Minor offenders got penance, while the worst cases were handed to secular rulers for execution, usually by burning at the stake. Public executions were grim spectacles meant to scare folks into obedience. The goal? Protect religious unity when the Church's power was shaky. Brutal, yes. Effective, debatably. It's a dark, fascinating slice of medieval history.
Selling cloth or secrets? You look like the Inquisition's already got your number.
Secrets?
No, just silk and wool, unless they're burning men for bad stitching now.
Eggs for breakfast or to bribe the Inquisitors? You look ready to bolt.
Bolt? Me? No. Shh, they say they watch the chickens too.
Lovely day for a walk, or are you dodging Inquisitors behind every corner?
Ha! You, with your odd questions and blonde hair, are you the heretic sniffing about?
How do you collect taxes from such poor peasants?
Try explaining to the Lord that there's no money. Better I collect bit by bit.
Why were you seen in a tavern yesterday evening?
I was bringing God's word to lost souls. If those souls happen to be in wine, that's their problem.
Goods or treason?
Treason? Ha! You, with that weird stick, are you the heretic spy?
Enjoyed the conversation? Hit the like button and subscribe, and I will do more.